Hello, hello. Hi, Sai. Oh, you changed your name back from Reese Thin Peas. I'm glad to have you back. You're stopping by to say hi and you'll be listening. Well, I hope you're having a good evening. It has just been it's just been really chill here. So I hope your Friday night is going well. I figure might as well do a little bit of work on this cardigan. A busy weekend ahead of me, so I am very much looking forward to the little bit of time that I'm gonna have to relax. Hi, Azzy Nocturne, welcome in. So I have this cardigan that I've been working on. Oh, I hope your night is going well too. Are you crafting anything? I'm looking forward to the weekend. I have tomorrow morning a farmer's market, and then the free market is back in my area. So I have some things that I want to get rid of, so I'll take those, and hopefully everyone takes some of my shit because I don't want it anymore. Otherwise, I'll just have to take it to Goodwill. And then maybe I'll find something there too. I'm always on the look for like fabric or something that I can alter or turn into something else. Otherwise, there's this guy who always brings like awesome books, so hopefully he'll be there too. So yeah, I'm doing that with a couple friends, and then the rest of my Saturday will be like a meeting. One of my neighbors, they're having a crazy rent hike, and they're like, hey, what can we do about this? So we're going to talk to them about organizing their building, which I'm super excited for. But yeah, a great weekend ahead. Can't complain. I'm just taking a look at this cardigan. I should tweak this. You're working on a big diamond painting. I love it. I love it. What's it going to turn out to be? All right. Trying to make sure I'm working on the right side of this, because otherwise it'll look like butt when I'm done. I want to hide my ugly seams. Let's see, you finished a cross stitch piece and slowly working on another. I love it. That is so cool. What did the cross stitch end up being? I have a sewing project that I gotta get to work on. I only have like a month and a half to do that. And then just like my general crochet stuff that I want to get done so that I can mail it out to people. Let's see. I'm just kind of planning, because the length is good. The sleeve needs to be finished, because I had started adding some stitches and I frogged it like an hour ago, and then I was like, oh, I should probably just like hop on stream and do that. but yes, I was planning to go to this restaurant with a friend, but I went there with my mom last weekend and I'm kind of scared to go back, so I pulled all the cash to pay for the bill, and I don't know. I guess I like missed one of the bills. And the lady, like my mom and I were kind of like bopping because there's a garden right outside the restaurant that has like this walking path, and it goes down to like a bike path as well. So I was like, oh, okay, let's kind of like bop around. And the lady comes like running, freaking out. She's like, it's short. And I'm like, what? I gave you like 420s. Like, what are you, like, what's up? And she's like, no, there's only 3 here. And I'm like, oh, okay. And like, I was like, Mom, check your wallet. And she, like, we immediately found the 20, and I was like, oh, my bad. Like, I wasn't trying to short you or anything. We go to this place all the time. All the time I go to this place. And that, like, I apologized. I was like, hey, that was absolutely an accident. Like, I'm so sorry that happened. Like, my bad. And it's not like we didn't hurry away or anything. We were just kind of like strolling. If I was gonna dine and ditch, we would have been gone. Anyways, so I don't know if I can go back there again. She's always there, so I'm like, hi, bud. Hello. You're so polite when you ask for attention. But yeah, I don't think I can go back there. I'm mortified. Like, I feel so bad. And she, like, we were very apologetic, and I don't think she believed us. Hi. Going to that side won't change anything, bud. You gonna try? You gonna go for it? Okay. There's nowhere for him to go here. I'm at my little table. Fat cat. Oh. Alright, bye, bub. Go play or something. He's gonna be super annoying, and I do apologize, like more than ever. He's a big guy. So we're limiting his food, and he's not loving it. He's not loving it, and I'm very sorry. He's trying to, like, climb. Bud, go play, please. We played a little bit. I'm so sorry. I'm getting, like, claws in the back. Oh, uncool, bro. Uncool, dude. Stop. Stop it. That hurts. That's not nice. That's not nice. Okay. I don't know how long this is gonna last while I'm being attacked. Jeez. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, good times. But yeah, I felt really, really bad when we were leaving, because, like, never would I ever. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes if I go back there. I'm just scared now. I don't want anyone to ever think that of me, because, like, I worked in restaurants, and I would absolutely never, like, they work hard. I would never not pay. So, I'm gonna pull the pattern for this cardigan. It's kind of killing me. I'm not gonna lie. I really want to finish this cardigan, but I don't quite know how. I don't want to keep adding rows. Otherwise, my sleeves are gonna be way too big. So I just need to add rows to certain parts of it, and I need to figure out how to do that nicely. Because I did look, I've done it a few different ways now, and it's just not looking how I would like it to. But maybe that's probably more of a me problem. Ooh, my tension got a little wonky on certain parts, but that's okay. That's alright. We learn, and we improve, and we go from there. Let's see here. I think he's kind of chilled out, thank goodness. I was kind of relaxing just a little bit earlier, and he was, like, laying on top of me, and then we were playing a little bit, and I was like, okay, you know, like, hopefully, you know, that'll be enough for him. But he hasn't been getting to go on his walks. It's been super cold and rainy here, and he gets a little aggressive when we're not going on the walks. That is the one downside. Like, I love that I can take my cat out, but I don't love when it becomes, like, a demand and he doesn't understand when it's cold outside. Like, basically, the transition from fall to winter is just an absolute nightmare, because he's freaking out. He's like, what is this? Because it looks nice, but it's actually, like, 30 degrees, and I don't fuck with that. I'm not about to go for a walk in 30-degree weather with a cat. Plus, they put all the chemicals down onto the roads and the sidewalks, and it's not a good time. I certainly don't want him, like, ingesting anything, obviously. So I'm taking a look here. I wonder if I should just do my border, or not my border, but oh my god, there's hair in my mouth. Yuck. Sorry, that's disgusting. Ugh. I have the back border. I think maybe that would help, and that'll give me a better idea of how much I need to add specifically for the adjustments. And let's see. Okay. Putting this together. Bear with me. Nope, wrong button. Close, not quite. All right, sorry about that. I thought about grabbing these, and then I looked at them and I was like, no, we won't get to that. And now look at us. That's not even finished. What have I done? What am I doing with my life? All right, so yeah, they'll alternate. So I am pretty stoked on these. So it'll be real cute. And I think I was like halfway through the cardigan itself, and I realized it matches my fucking coasters. So I was like, oh, maybe I happen to like these colors. So dumb, but goofy. All right. Sorry, that was probably loud. All right, I'm gonna drink some caffeine. Terrible choice. I have to be up early, but that is the decision I'm making for myself. Let's see. So I got 2 and 2. Does it look brown? It's like it's a different pink. Oh, that's all. I think it's the lights in this room making it do that. My bad. It's a pink and a pink. But I do love brown and pink together. It reminds me of, do you remember Limited 2? The store? It was like the place when I was a kid. But yeah, it's a darker pink and a light pink. I wouldn't quite call it hot pink by any means. Oh, and I accidentally grabbed a flower. Cute. Okay. Get rid of this. I found this one fabric, and it was like brown and this really nice earthy green. I've seen a couple cardigans in those colors. You know what? I'll do a brown and a pink one of these days. Absolutely. I'll bring it to the LibbyCon for you, Sai. It's 2027, right? I should totally have it done by then. I mean, I work slow, don't get me wrong, but not that slow. I try and keep it reasonable. All right. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the farmer's market. Hopefully, there's this one vendor that I go to, and I get these tendons that Nibs likes to chew on. So I'll hopefully see them, and I'll be able to pick him up some of those. And I don't know. I'm just looking forward to maybe seeing some new vendors, and then I'm definitely going to get flowers because that's one of my favorite things to get at the farmer's market. They have really, really pretty bouquets. And then, oh, is that coming undone? It is. You stinker. And then they have like this section way, ooh, that is really coming undone. Way in the back where it's like more exotic fruits. And so I'm super excited to check that out and get some. I think that'll be nice. Let's see. Thank goodness this is like a really straightforward pattern. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it was just unraveling like that. Okay. Let's secure this back in. This was like shoved in a drawer quite carelessly by myself, so I guess I can't be I can't be too shocked when that's what I do with it. So just secure this real quick and then move on to the next part. And I'm hoping that this next week I'll be starting my my dress. I get really in my head about it, and just because, like, I don't want to fuck it up, obviously, I feel like that's a really reasonable concern. So I've been looking into basically, like, there's bias cuts and then there's non-bias cuts, and it affects the way that, like, the fabric drapes, basically. And so I've just been determining how I'm going to be cutting my fabric. I've been learning how to determine the bias of the fabric that I've bought. I feel like sewing shouldn't be this complicated. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I feel like it shouldn't be this hard, and I'm definitely the type where I make it more complicated in my head, where I'm like, there's no way it's this simple. But I also, it could just be complicated because I don't understand it yet. But I am going to work on it. There's a gal who goes to the free market, and I've chatted with her quite a few times actually. She makes a lot of her own clothes, and I'm like, yeah, I really got to get on this. And I've kind of mentioned to her, because we do like these Skillshare classes. I did one last summer where, I taught a couple people about crochet, and it was just like the basics. Like, once you learn the basics, teach it and go. But oh, hi Gus. Hi, thanks for joining me again, bud. I want to ask her a bunch of sewing questions, and also a friend of mine, his wife does all kinds of sewing as well. But I don't know her as well, so I'm a little hesitant to be like, oh, hey, can I bother you with a bajillion questions that you're probably going to find to be redundant? And you're going to be like, dang, is she really this dumb? And the answer is yes, a little bit. Let's see. Speaking of being this dumb, no, actually. Hi, bud. I hear you barking, big dog. But, no to the things that you want. I'm just going to double check to make sure that they're the same size real quick. Oh my god, is this why? Is this why I've been so confused? I think there's a slight size difference. And when I say slight, I mean like 3 rows at least. Ooh. Okay, hold on. That might explain actually a lot of why I've been like feeling stupid about this. I would. It's on par. It's on brand. Okay, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. You, there's no fucking way you're 22. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. What? How am I only off by 2 rows, but it looks that different? Insane in the membrane. Okay, hey. At least that's, like, fixable, right? So, thank goodness this is such an easy pattern. Although I am going to... I was being super lazy so that I didn't have to weave in all the ends. I basically just like secured my color change each time, but now I got a new one, so a little bummed, but that is what it is. And you know what? It's my own fault. I should have double checked everything, and apparently I didn't. But I really, I really hope that they line up when I'm done adding 2 more rows. So, I don't know. I think that also might, no, it won't. It won't fix the color being the same, and I hate that, but that's okay. Okay, I'm just gonna stop thinking about it, and we're just gonna do it. Do it. All right. Well, I hope hope everything else that everyone's working on is going smoothly. I really think that stitch looks weird, but we're just gonna rock and roll with that. Okay. Otherwise, I would have to like frog an entire row on this, and I just frogged like 4 rows, and we're not going back that far. All right, so we're just gonna do 3. Oh, yikes. I think I need to start documenting my projects better. I'm pretty sure this is the right crochet hook, but in my mind, like, that small part of my brain is like, is it though? Are you sure about that? Am I sure about that? The answer is no. I'm literally never sure about anything. And even when I'm sure about something, it's usually like the wrong choice. So I should do the opposite. We're gonna find out. We're gonna play this really fun game where I fuck around and we find out. But I think if I do ever finish this, it'll be really cute. And I'm really excited though, because it'll be more of a cardigan wrap, which is super cute. I do think the pattern that I bought, I feel like her pictures could have been better, but that's my only critique. I'm just a visual person. I'm a visual person, but then I also have to do it to like understand it. It's terrible. It's like sitting there listening to someone read out all the steps to me and be like, and then you're gonna do this, and then you're gonna do that, and it goes in one ear and out the other, because I'm just like, yeah, no. I need to like do it while you're telling me. Let's see. All right. But yes. All right, so now we're cooking. Now we're cruising along here. Any fun weekend plans coming up? Mine are, I am looking forward to mine. Hopefully, hopefully I can find some cool stuff. And then there's always this one booth at the market where they just have really, really pretty jewelry. So I'll probably look. I made that seller mad last year because she was just selling these sterling silver rings, but she was selling them for like $70 each. And I'm like, babe, be so fucking for real. Like, you ordered these in bulk. Maximum I would pay is $20. Like, let's be real about that. And she was like, my mom had a couple on her fingers, and she's like, no, give those back. No. I was like, okay, bye. But also she like would not let my mom leave, so it was kind of intentional so that we could, move along. I don't like reps that do that. It's like those guys at the mall where they're like, oh, you have to try this lotion, and then they just like grab your hands and put stuff on them, and it's like, oh, no. I used to, I worked at the Mall of America for a while, and I was on break one day, and this one guy, he was like, oh, you have to check out this straightener, and he like straightened just a single section of my hair, and I'm like, why would you do that? Like, why? Like, no, I clearly don't want, like, I'm on break, my dude. And usually, like, when you would say, like, hey, I'm on break, people would leave you alone, but some of them are just very aggressive. Don't get me wrong, I respect the hustle, but don't touch me. And don't touch my hair. Shit makes me mad. Yeah, I love the farmer's market. It's the best. I don't know, something about it. It's just something. We went one time, and there were these gals giving out, like, they had a wagon filled with free samples, and it was so dope. And they were genuinely like, yeah, you can take like as much of anything as you want, please. I'm pretty sure like they could leave as soon as that wagon was empty, and they were doing it right though. I'll give them that. Like, that's exactly how you should lead with it, because people were filling their bags. It was great. I love stuff like that. And I have my car loaded for tomorrow so that I can get rid of, I did a bunch of pickups last fall where it was like, okay, yeah, I have a box of DVDs, but you have to take all of them. And so now I have all these weird random movies that I don't even know if they've ever been played, but there's some weird ones in there where I'm just like, how'd they get the money to produce some of these? But I'm really hoping to get rid of them so I don't have to have them, because I've started a DVD collection. I have like this stand and everything. So I definitely want to get more and build that up, because I'll just be like clicking through the streaming apps and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, I can't find anything. And I think to myself, I'm like, bro, let's just put in a DVD, and it's the best. It's the best. I do want to get the extended edition, like Lord of the Rings and everything, because I've been just like, I think they're on Max. I've been watching them there, and it's just nice because like I can watch. I have a few of the like my favorite Harry Potter ones, and I'll watch them only on the DVD, because otherwise J.K. Rowling like gets paid whenever you watch, obviously through a streaming service. She's still getting money from that. And same thing with like I know they're making a show and whatnot, but I don't know. I'm probably not gonna watch any of it, because again, I don't want her to have money. She's kind of a piece of shit. But that's just like my opinion. I just think she should be quiet. And I don't like saying that about women. I feel bad because it's like, girl, she could have been great. She could have been great. And then like, she wasn't. So it's just such a downer. Like, damn, why'd you have to be like that? Alright. Thank goodness this shell stitch is so easy. Gosh, this is great. At least it's like you can just pick up and go without having to like think a lot about anything. Except for counting. That is clearly my weakness. Alright. Let's see. Perfect. I do just wonder. Well, the stitches are about, yeah, they're the same size. I don't know. I picked this one up and I was like, oh, that does seem like substantially bigger, but I guess it's not. We'll see how much of a difference 2 rows make, I suppose. There's only one way to find out if I can keep my shit straight. All right, here we go. Back to it before I get distracted with anything. All right. But yes, and yeah, I've just been playing Elder Scrolls and just enjoying myself. I don't know, it's been chill. I do need to, I think that's what Sunday's gonna be for, honestly. I'm gonna work more on my kitchen because I have some cabinet work to do still. And then I'm a little nervous. So the hinges that I got, for some reason, they're kind of hard to like, they don't hinge very easily, ironically. And so part of me thinks, and I know it's probably going to sound stupid when I say it, but like part of me thinks I'm going to attach it, I'm going to screw everything in, and then when I go to like open it, because the hinges are so like, it's almost like they're so like tightly wound or something, I'm afraid it's going to like break part of the cabinet. I don't know. I don't think it will, but I do think it might. It's not like high quality cabinet, so I don't know. I think maybe I'm gonna risk sounding like a really, really stupid person, and I'm just gonna like ask it in one of the Reddit like home renovation forums just to see what they say, because they're old. They're so old, and the wood is kind of thin. So I'm like, well, there's got to be a certain amount of force applied that might ruin it. So I'm just nervous because, doing renovations in an apartment that I shouldn't be doing. So there's that. Because then what am I going to do? Call my landlord and be like, oh, hey, when I was violating my lease, I fucked something up. Can you come help me? I can't exactly do that. Maybe I'll call my dad and be like, help, please. He's handy. He does stuff. I remember when I was a kid, he had me helping him put in insulation when he was renovating the living room. So I'm like, all right, you know, he's competent. So none of them. I wish I had like, well, I guess my uncle does kind of do car stuff, but like, yeah, I don't like asking him for stuff. But you know, like those dads who are just all around handymans, damn, that must be nice. I'm jealous of those people. Especially if like there's a woman who has a dad like that. Shit. Get the fuck out of here. Because usually they know how to do all kinds of stuff, and I respect the hell out of that. Because there's definitely like a barrier. Although with that new with the new tool library that I found, shit. I'm gonna get bold and brave. I do want to paint. I have these really like big floor-to-ceiling closets, and I really want to like do something with the doors. I need to do something with like the overall storage because I have these massive shoe racks and they fell. There's like, you can't see it, but there's a nightmare to my right. And then the one on my left is more for like just general storage, which I need to fix because I'm like, that's a ton of space that I'm giving up to just house crap that I don't need. So I really think one of these days I'm going to grab just about everything in there. I'm looking at it right now because it's making me mad. I'm going to grab just about everything in there. I'm going to put it in my car. I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to take it to a donation center and just be like, here, be gone. Although I do hate, I don't like Goodwill. I really, really don't. They're just there and it's convenient. But none of it's really like the free market stuff. I don't think any of this would go at the market. I could try. I have like foam flooring. Before I got my cat, I had like a little home gym. And then my cat eats foam, so I was like, okay, all of that has to go. Because there was no stopping him. He was like, that's a snack. He's bad. My cats are bad. But that's okay. Let's see. I should find us something to watch. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like yapping. But I don't have anything to yap about until tomorrow when I've done all my stuff. Otherwise, my life is pretty boring. It's pretty quiet here, I'm not gonna lie. Which I don't mind. I really don't. Like, you know, it's just, I'm too old for drama. My mom has, like, work drama and friend drama, and I'm like, girl, get the fuck away from me with that shit. I could not. That is daunting. She's in her 50s. If I'm dealing with drama in my 50s, I'm gonna crash out. I'll say that. She got a promotion, which I'm so proud of her, because she deserves it. She's honestly, like, she moved here 2 years ago now, 2 or 3 years ago, and she was out in Virginia making like $14 an hour, and she had, you know, degrees and certifications. Like, she should have really been making more, and we all know it. Is that 2 or 3? That's 2. They're just stretched out. Damn. And she was working with this doctor as like his, you know, his direct nurse. And this doctor was like lavish, like insane amounts of money, ridiculous. And he was paying her $14 an hour. And I'm like, Mom, that was not a fair wage. And now she's making like 26. I'm so fucking proud of my mom. It's not even funny. I'm like, fuck yes. Like, she's getting it now. And so she was hiring basically her replacement because she got a promotion. And one of the gals that she was friendly with at work was like, oh my God, I would love that. You know, it's, you know, easy enough. And she didn't end up getting it. And she then told like one of her other coworkers how much she resented my mom, because she was like, well, I thought that because we were friends that I would get the job. And I'm like, yo. So that lady's a bitch. I'm like, Mom, that woman was not your friend. And yeah, it was just, she literally called me after work today to tell me all this drama, and it's fun, like gossiping like that, where it's like, bitch, no way, how dare she, just, and I'm very proud of my mom for how she handled it, where she was like, you know what, I think you can lose my number, like, we're not friends. But gosh, now she's invited to their upcoming vow renewal, and my mom's telling me, she's like, I hope she doesn't show up. I really hope, like, and literally all of this happened on like Tuesday, and she sent the invites, I believe, on like last Sunday. So she's like, if she has any decency, she just won't show up. And I was like, Mom, I'll make a scene for you, because it's a dry party. It's a dry party. Not that like you have to be drunk to have a good time. Don't get me wrong. That's not what I'm saying. But like, I would like a glass of wine when I'm in a room full of people I don't know. Like, let me loosen up a little bit. So I might sneak a little bit in just to like take the edge off. I don't like crowds or social. I don't dislike crowds. I don't like social gatherings where I don't really know anybody. And I know that all of these people are going to be like older and kind of like snobby. They're not going to like my tattoos. They're not going to like how I talk. So I'm going to have to really put a muzzle on this, which is going to be difficult for me. We'll see. We'll see. I might be bad just to see how it goes. But no, it'll be an okay time. And then my grandma will be there, and no one judges like that woman can judge. So my mom's anxiety is going to be high. My anxiety is going to be high. And my grandma's going to be like, oh, yeah, this is a great time. We're like, oh, is it? Is it? Terrible. Terrible. We love her. Don't get me wrong. But she's I don't know, she's from that generation where for some reason they're just so negative. And I don't know why. And she just like, she nitpicks people, and it's like, stop it. Just be nice. Or don't say anything. But I think like, I picked her up from the airport at some ridiculous hour, and there was construction. It was just kind of a nightmare, and I wasn't really watching my language as much as I should have. But the only thing she said to me the whole drive was like, oh, you have a foul mouth. And I'm like, bitch, get the fuck out of my car. Like, you can leave already. Let's turn around, take you back. Like, absolutely not. Like, I'm up at an ungodly hour, and you're gonna criticize me, and then you're gonna come into my home and sleep on my couch. My mom tried to make me give her my bed. I was like, ew, fuck no. That's my bed. That's my shit. When we go over to her house, she doesn't give us her bed. She makes us sleep on like 40-year-old mattresses. They're the worst. They're the worst. But I am excited to see her, as long as she's nice and she behaves herself. So we'll find out. And I found out my other sibling is moving to Colorado, so I'm super excited. That'll give me more of a reason to go. So we have quite a bit of family out there now, which it just makes it nice to like, go see people, and you can see a bunch of people in like one visit, rather than having a bunch of different people being like, oh, why don't you ever come to this place? Why don't you ever come visit us here? And it's like, damn, are you buying the plane ticket? No. Like, all right then. Are you paying to board my cats? Are you like covering one of my shifts so I can get the paid time off to do so? No. But I'm looking forward to that. That'll make everything a lot easier. And Colorado's so beautiful. I just can't wait to go. I'm going to try and convince her to get like a mini horse. I think that would be so fun. I don't know why I'm obsessed with them. I want to just like strap like a sled to one of them in the winter. That'd just be a blast. I don't know. Lives in my head rent free though. I bet you could maybe like get a really big dog door and put it inside. That'd be disgusting. Never mind. I take it back. I take it back. As soon as I said it, I'm like, ugh, gross. Because horses don't even care. Like most, I feel like, no, actually most animals don't even care. Only the ones we've domesticated seem to. I could not imagine if dogs just like crapped wherever, like a horse does, dear Lord. I can't remember what I was watching this video earlier about this woman who like imploded her whole life after having an affair. And she was one of those people where like her dog was licking her face and then she turns to the dog and she lets the dog like lick her mouth, and then she did this thing where she kind of parted her lips, and I'm like, ugh, ugh. I can't. Some, with all due respect, there are some dog owners out there that are just nasty. Y'all letting your dogs lick all over your mouth and your face. Ugh. Gross, gross, gross. I'm getting weird YouTube stuff. My algorithm is just, I don't even know. I must have done something a while back because this is awful. Let's see. I thought I'd take a peek for like a cute little video to watch for like at least just a little bit. I only got like 10 minutes or so. Because then I do have to go to bed. I'm meeting my friend at like 8 a.m. and she's like, if you need to do earlier, and I'm like, girl, like, please God, no, can we not do any earlier than 8 a.m.? I barely get up at 8 for work, and I have to start work at 8 o'clock. I literally have an alarm that goes off at 7:55. I work from home, otherwise I would be toast. But genuinely, it goes off at 7:55, and even then, I'm frequently late. I can't. I want to sleep forever. That's all it is. If I could, I would. How do you get an hour-and-a-half video out of JoJo Siwa? A day ago. What the fuck is even happening with her? I hope she's safe from that weird reality show she was on. Let's see. I have found some really like alpha male shit. But that's the trash I like. I don't think I'm gonna find anything. Ooh, I could stream snipe Libby. I miss you, Libby. I'll talk to you later. She was supposed to do or maybe that's Saturday night that she does her watch with me. We were gonna watch a TV show and stream. I'm not yawning because of you. I'm just yawning because of me. Oh my goodness. The worst part is I have like a full soda over here that I'm not gonna drink and it's gonna go to waste, and that kind of makes me mad. I might pound it. We might see what happens. Damn, not a single... Any other time that I'm looking for like a short little video... Wait, no. Words. So like I like long form content. Like I love a long video. I love a deep dive. Like give me an hour or plus. Like no issue. And usually all I find are like the short little videos, like 8-10 minutes. That's usually like the YouTube sweet spot. And now, of course, that I'm looking for something short, I can't find anything. Where is it? I did watch a foodie booty beauty, a foodie booty beauty, God, I hate her name, video. Not hers, but a reaction to it. And she's not doing good. It's not going well. I was really interested in seeing that. Oh my god. See, this is why we only have 10 minutes left, because I'm crashing. Gotta pump it up. Gotta get pumped. Okay. For crochet. Oh, I want to find the video. Okay. Sorry. Apparently there's not much. Bro's been doing like 3-hour streams. How? Well, I guess if I didn't start so late. I did start late. I got lost in the sauce. Okay, let's see. I think I already watched it. How long are you? And other important questions that we ask. Oh shit, that was like a 30-minute video? Damn, okay, it did not feel like it. Well, I'm just gonna keep crocheting then. We got nothing, and that's okay. There. Some ambiance. And like I said, I'm probably gonna wind this down at 10:30 anyways, so it's not the biggest of deals. And I think I will take this with me to maybe my meeting tomorrow. We'll see. It's not like, it shouldn't be like an active meeting, so I should be able to just like sit and work while we chat. So that might be an option as well, because I want to get this done, but I certainly don't want to only do this all weekend by any means. Gotta learn about fabric bias and the fuck. I don't even know what, I keep reading about bias tape. I don't know what the fuck that shit is, but everyone's like, yeah, you know, you should totally be using bias tape. And I'm like, for what though? And they're like, no, just use it. I haven't figured it out, and apparently you have to make it? Like, what? I don't know yet. I don't know. I'm just doing like, it's the outer fabric, and then I have a lining fabric, and I don't know beyond that. So we'll see. There's so much I still have to learn, and we're gonna get there, but it's slow going. I gotta go to the library, I think. Maybe that'll help. Just get a book that I can really sit down and go into. But again, it's one thing to read about it, and it's another thing to actually do it. Like even doing the calculations for the skirt, I have all the math done, but then I'm like, okay, but like how am I laying out the fabric to cut this? Because there is like a certain way you have to do it with like the folds and then the angle that you're I guess cutting everything in. I don't know yet. And that's the issue. It's the actual practice of it versus reading about it. So that's where I get lost in the sauce. And that's why I like signing up for those classes that I've been doing, where, you know, they're just like these little community classes where you get to learn something, because it's usually a pretty active learning environment versus reading about something. So we will see. Hopefully I can get to the library tomorrow between the farmers market, the free market, and I think that's going to be the issue, and I'm pretty sure they're closed on Sundays too. So Monday might be my option. I should have gone today. I wasn't doing anything important anyways. I should have been doing stuff this evening, but I was like, we're gonna chill, which I think is fair. I was reading where it talks about like women typically, we tell ourselves, oh, we're gonna like do our hobbies once, you know, the cleaning is done, once all the dishes are done, once, you know, everything is taken care of, but like nothing is ever fully done anyways. So we should be stopping to really do the things that we want to do, because it's true, the laundry never stops, the dishes never stop coming. So I mean, I could just not eat. Might try that. But, you know, beyond that, it's, I don't know, it's easy to get, like, sucked into it, because it's such a time suck. That's why even though I work from home, I try and, like, use my breaks to do something productive, at least like get some dishes done. But even that's tricky. I have to set timers, otherwise I'll get lost in it and I'm medicated for ADHD, so when I am medicated, I can like actually focus, and I'll focus. I'll totally get it all done. Like, it's the best. it's the only way, for me at least. But like, you know, and then I look and I'm like, oh, it's been like 40 minutes. Shit, I'm in trouble. But, you know, it could be worse. At least I come back. I worked at one place, we hired this new person, and they went to lunch and they just never came back, and it was totally valid though. Like, couldn't even be mad. I was like, yeah, no, I get that. Like, I want to leave too, bro. Proud of them. They stood on business. Cause yeah, there's some places where it's just like, fuck this. Let's see. Are we halfway there? Alright, I'll call that. We're nearly halfway. Damn. Oh my goodness. And what's insane is I see people posting on like the crochet subreddits where they're like, oh, I made this blanket in 12 hours. I'm like, bitch, how? How? Did you have literally nothing else in life to do? It must be nice. I'm jealous. I would probably get so much crafting done if I literally had nothing else that I had to, like, I hate work. I hate working because I look and I'm like, man, I would love to get all this stuff done, but I only have after 4:30, and that's if I get off on time. Like the other day, I was working until like 5:30, and I was at the end of my rope. I was like, I gotta go, and I no longer care about your problem or solving it. It was the worst. I'm so jealous. I just want to be a stay-at-home. I don't want to be a wife or a girlfriend. I just want to be a stay-at-home person who has all their bills paid. Must be nice. Basically, I want to be a house cat who has opposable thumbs. I gotta imagine there are people out there, though. They have, like, generational wealth or something, and they just get to do their hobby all the time. They're like, work? Psh, I'm crafting today. I did think about, like, making some little things for the markets coming up, like the Ren Fair. But we'll see. I feel like once I attach an obligation to it, I won't want to do it, if I'm being honest. Like, adding pressure to it will just make me be like, nah, I'm good. That's when I'm just gonna only play video games for a while. I was worried about that, though. I was like, oh, if I get really into this game, I'm not gonna do any of my other hobbies. So that's why I really gotta, like, not make myself, but, like, remind myself to have some balance with it. Which I think is good. It's the best we can do, at least. Debating last year when I got Libby. I felt so bad. I sent my friend Libby some stuff from the farmer's market up here, and I didn't realize, and the seller didn't say either, because they just have it like out. So I assumed it was shelf stable, but it was not. So I sent her some of these salsas that are like very natural, and they're really, really good, don't get me wrong. And I think one of them like either leaked or broke on its way to her, and then the other one like was bad by the time it got to her. So maybe I'll pick up like a little foam cooler or something, and get those shipped. We'll see. We'll see what his prices are this year. I feel like he's raised them, and I think they were already like $15 a bottle, which I think is a little insane if I'm being honest. So I might try and find something else. But there's tons of cute stuff, so I'm sure that won't be an issue. Let's see here. I'm just so excited. I gotta check the weather too. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna wear. And I gotta put like stuff in my hair so I don't turn into a grease ball overnight. Because otherwise my hair is gonna look like trash. And then I'm gonna be super bummed out. I feel like I only get like one really solid good hair day out of a wash. And then the rest is like a braid and headband. Because it's just like flat and terrible. Did I do 2 on that one? No. Now we got 2. Alright, let's see here. We are gonna wind down. Not that we were ever up, don't get me wrong. But I am going to be ending the stream for the night. Thank you so much for popping inside. Thank you so much for chatting, Azzy Nocturne. I hope your diamond painting is going well. I hope it turns out beautifully. I would love to try diamond painting, but I know for a fact my cat, the big one Gus, who has been so present earlier, he would launch himself through that and everything would just off the desk. It would be over in a minute, and I know it would. Let's see. I was debating on whether or not to go snatch Nibs to say hi. I think I might. Bear with me. Hold on, I'll be right back. You, come here. Yoink. Hi, baby. Alright, so we will be back tomorrow night, probably, if everything goes well, and Nibs is gonna be super angry that I'm doing this. You did a diamond painting and your cat would knock everything down. Yes! I would 100% see Gus doing that. He is such a problem. But I hope everyone has a beautiful night. Have a great start to your weekend tomorrow. And I will chat with you all later. Thanks for being here, Sai.